taking you behind the scenes of some of the biggest headlines. Our guest now, former WWE wrestler Leah Van Dale. That's her one-year-old love of her life, Dimitri. Leah has opened up for the first time in a broadcast exclusive about her exit from the WWE. In the commercial, before the commercial break, we were talking about the injury and the call, unexpected call that you received, that your contract would not be extended. So I would imagine, now you're going through the checklist, right? You're supposed to be in WrestleMania. Things are great. You are one of the stars. How quickly did you come to the belief from your point of view that it was about now you're a mom?
Right, and that's the biggest blessing in all of it. I mean, at first I was shocked, I was blindsided, I was confused by all of it, but I feel like it's the biggest blessing because even after I had my son, the entire time I'm thinking in postpartum, what if I get a call next week that they need me to go back to work? What if I miss his first steps? What if I miss his first words? What if I'm not there for these important moments in his life? And
well, that's the thing, because
he's so cute.
So in this moment of, because I want to point out something that you said. This is not about attacking the WWE.
Absolutely
this is not about a egregious employee coming back. You are saying, I want to stand up for other women, other families.
Yeah.
But at the same time that you have this painful moment, you have the ability to have perspective because you're now saying, you saw Dimitri walk, all these firsts that you might have missed if you were in the ring.
Absolutely.
So you're trying to balance it.
And that's all it is. I feel like in life, we have to just take it for what it is. At some point, my career would have come to an end. I can't wrestle forever. It's just not the reality. And it's unfortunate, and it was a little frustrating for me that this is how it ended.
Only a little frustrating?
I mean, it was frustrating that this is how it ended. Yeah. But it's a time for me to pivot, and it was time for me to figure out what this next step in my life is, and being the best mom I can possibly be. And one thing you can't get back in life is time, and I've been able to have this time with my son, and that's something I'll never regret.
You're among other very bold female athletes who've come out and taken on the system, if you will, after having a child. Season 1, we had Allison Felix on our show. She criticized Nike, that was 2019, for proposing a 70% pay cut during maternity leave. Nike later revised its maternity policies for female athletes, ensuring they wouldn't face pay reductions due to pregnancy. What do you see your role as now in advocating for it? What do you want to see change?
I don't know what that change is. I feel like as an athlete, as a female athlete, we're forced to choose. Do you want to have your career or do you want to be a mom? And I feel like you should be able to have both. You shouldn't have to choose. As I mentioned, there are women who have had babies under contract, and there are women who are moms that have gone back to WWE, whether it was part-time or whatever it is that their contract was. But I just think it's important to, why can't we be both? Why do we have to choose? And I just want to bring more awareness to this.
Somewhat were in a position of having to choose. Do I want to be a mom or do I want to be in the ring?
Right, and I wanted to do both, and I was fully intending on going back. I wanted to go back. I was seeing chiropractors and specialists and physical therapists to try to get better and to try to go back.
Would you go back now?
Right now, no. Why would you want to go back to somewhere that you're not wanted, right? Eventually, I would love to put my Jordans back on. I'd love to moonwalk back out there. Eventually, someday.
Your husband still works for WWE.
He does.
How is that for the family dynamic?
It doesn't affect us whatsoever. We're married in real life. We're not married in WWE world. This is a very much real relationship, real marriage. And of course I'm supportive of him. This is his dream his whole entire life, to get to WWE.
What have you said to him? Because I know how protective he is of you and you of him.
Yeah, he's been nothing but supportive. Even the night I got the call, I was devastated. I was doubting myself. I'm like, what if my career is over? This was the pinnacle and now it's just all downhill. And I was just second guessing my abilities as a woman and in life in general. And he was like shaking me like, babe, you got this. Are you kidding me? You have so much more. You're so much more than just Carmella. You are Leah. And I'm going to get emotional because he's the best.
You are the best. You are the best. One day, Dimitri will see these headlines. He will see you at the pinnacle, at the top of this. He will see the headlines of you leaving. He will hear how you advocated for yourself. What do you see as the most important thing for him to learn from this?
I think the most important thing for him to see is that I spoke up for what was right and I continued to speak my truth, and I would do it a million times over because I have him and I wouldn't change a thing. I would give up my career a million times for my son. So
Coming up, Leah has created a special platform for others to share their real and raw stories. Plus, she has a dream job that she'd like to take on. It's not on the ring, it's on the stage. And we talk with Leah about her next beautiful chapter after the break.